What's the best kind of dog training? Of course, it's positive reinforcement, clicker treating, giving treats. In other words, giving bribes. Guys, I take a lot of heat when I talk about how positive reinforcement only creates bad dogs. And I've been wanting to make a video about this for a really long time. So thank you for tuning in. What's on my mind is the fact that your dog is obviously your reflection. I've got calm, balanced dog with Bubba here, and that's what I train for all my dogs. Do I like positive reinforcement? I love positive reinforcement, but to use positive reinforcement only is a really bad idea. It's actually such a bad idea that I pumped it into ChatGPT. Is positive reinforcement good? It gave me 7 downfalls about positive reinforcement. It even suggested that I name this video, this is hilarious, The Dark Side of Positive Reinforcement Training. I'm not going to make it that dark, you guys. I am going to quickly tell you what these 7 things are. And it totally aligns with the philosophy of being a peaceful alpha, which is being responsible for your dog's feelings. Teaching your dog to cope with the feelings of excitement and the feelings of being scared. Okay, so I'm just going to jump into the 7th reason that is not good for positive reinforcement is, lo and behold, where are you? The number 7 reason why positive reinforcement might not work, big surprise, limited impact on aggression or fear-based behaviors. Okay, so if the dog is scared, that's why it's going to be aggressive. So understanding feelings is really important. If a dog is scared, he is not going to want to take a Halloween candy from you to do a behavior. Some dogs might. Some really hungry Labrador Retriever might. But in general, you're reinforcing that emotion of being scared. So what you're really saying, in my opinion, is you're teaching the dog it's okay to be scared. So why is there such love for positive reinforcement only? I'm going to tell you my hunch. It's not going to be a fan favorite. But the reason is because people project their own shtick onto their dog. And the people that don't want to get uncomfortable with the feelings of feeling contrast, feelings of feeling scared, feelings of setting boundaries, setting tones. In other words, dictating the tone of the relationship with the dog, that can be confrontational, that can be awkward, that can be unnecessary to do. Dogs need that. People need that. Relationships need boundaries, need healthy boundaries. The peaceful alpha sets that. So I think that these people are just scared and don't know how, and don't know that they don't know how to approach this. And so they bypass feeling scared, which is a significant part of human evolution, of learning. Your body is always communicating to you in every moment. So if you're feeling scared, there's some wisdom that needs to be procured from that. Boom. Let's get into the 7 reasons why ChatGPT says are the dark side of positive reinforcement training only. I'm going to rhyme them off, and then I'm going to tell you 2 completely different reasons that I think you want to pay attention to, because these 2 things dramatically empower you with respect to your dog's feelings of being excited and being scared. Okay, so number 7, there's a limited impact on aggressive or fear-based dogs. I covered that. Number 6, there's potential for misuse. There's potential for misusing positive reinforcement training. Why? Rewards can be given too often without clear criteria. And so that just comes down to the dog's personality. It's also a reflection of you and your own relationship. If you're giving away and you're too generous and you're not taking back enough, you don't have the right expectations of people in your life or your dog in your life, that's the dark side. Number 5, it's not always effective in emergency situations. What's an emergency situation? Situations where immediate control is needed, like stopping a dog from running into danger, positive reinforcement may not be as effective as other methods of control, like an e-collar or a leash. That's going to put some contrast on the dog, some consequence on the dog. So why would you only want to avoid that at all costs? Why wouldn't you want to teach your dog what small amounts of contrast feel like? You have to process yourself small amounts of contrast. If you avoid it, then you avoid it with your boss, you avoid it with your family, you avoid it with whoever, your dog. So you have to pay attention to these things. This is emotional intelligence. This is bringing emotional intelligence into your life and into your dog's life, and they're the same thing because your dog totally pays attention to feelings. That's why balanced dog trainers advocate for training the dog's feelings, their ability to process their own feelings, their ability to process their own anxiety, their own fears, their own excitements. Another dark side, number 4, it requires patience and consistency. I'm going to get into that. A lot of people don't have that. Ignoring unwanted behaviors is number 3. The number 3 reason why positive reinforcement is not always great for your dog. Ignoring unwanted behavior, positive reinforcement often focuses on reinforcing good behavior and ignoring the bad. However, some behaviors may escalate if not addressed. So what are you going to do? Give candy for that? The number 2 reason why positive reinforcement training isn't good, there's over-reliance on treats. You become weaker and your dog becomes stronger. Number 1 reason why positive reinforcement doesn't get you the results you need is because it requires precise, proper timing. If rewards aren't given at the precise moment of the desired behavior, the dog might get confused about what they're being rewarded for, which can lead to inconsistent results. Okay, so you tuned into that list of 7 things, OMG, right? I'm going to tell you 2 things that I promise you that I bring to every dog training lesson, every moment I'm with Bubba. It's a very peaceful alpha way of thinking, and that is control the resources, control the things that your dog has desire for. Food is the number 1 thing. Toys is a number 1 thing. And when your dog is ignited with desire, I have lots of videos on how to deal with this, specifically with food. Do a resource claim. Take it as your own. And just be quiet and soft and let your dog, help your dog, be there with your dog to go through its emotions. Once your dog fully settles, use the food as the reward. That accomplishes so much more, and that, by the way, is a form of positive reinforcement. That accomplishes so much more than just the bribing stuff. The second thing is you want to be the provider of safety within your territory. Once your dog stops getting excited and scared because there's things happening at the windows or when people come in through the front door, including you, your dog will relax and goes into a balanced relaxation state. There's no more anxiety. He's processed it because it can count on you being the protector of the territory. I also have all kinds of videos and resources on that. So search it up, check it out. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Bubba, thank you for assisting me with this video. That's Bubba White Knight, my 2-year-old Dogo Argentino. Very balanced boy. Only 2. Give this channel a like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in another video.